Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. That's caught. It's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's small. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Return goes out of bounds.
Handoff to the lone back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sawyer. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's small. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the run.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll keep it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And you got to love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Takes a shot. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Sawyer. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side now. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The play action fake. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Navy. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll pull it down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Sawyer. Punts it out of the air. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are.
Turning it on! And he was loose pass and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Tompkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Deep throw off his back foot. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football.
Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
USC 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the third. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Tompkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Got him downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking downfield on first down. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out of the backfield, he's open. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers receivers. To the air, it's Sawyer. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch on the left. Here he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit. Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught near the sticks. It's Sawyer. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Canes are rolling down the field. Trying to run. It's Small. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Miami. USC 16.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Tootin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play.
Breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Sawyer. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Hurricanes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. Whoop!
There he goes! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. At the 40, there he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's small. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Calls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Sawyer. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Oh, out of space. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.